here at HSBN Media Day Press Conference. Good to see you guys again. It's been a while.
Same here.
Coach, if you could just start by introducing yourself and also the players you have here with you.
My name is Bo Diaz, head coach at Cypress Bay. To my left, I have Johnny Vivas, senior pitcher, outfielder. And to my right, the far right, I have Logan Mayerson. He's also a pitcher. And we have Tyler Nejame, who's also a pitcher, all seniors.
If you can, just we'll start. I know last year, you came right at the beginning of the season. You've now had that full year under your belt. The interim tag is gone now. Just kind of talk about the difference now in the second year. You've had all that time, and it's really obviously your program now.
I believe that the time has given us an opportunity to really set the right foundation to build the program the right way, or continue building the program the right way, setting the right expectations from the get-go, seeing that the goal and the vision is bought in with the time that we've been able to put into it. These guys have seen the program go from a level to another expectation. I'm trying to get all these guys an opportunity to play at the next level, and the only way you do that is to play or practice at that level already. So by the time they get there, they're already prepared for it. And I believe that the program is on the right track, and really excited about the new year.
Kind of the same question from a player point of view. Just kind of talk, what it's been like getting used to the coach and kind of getting in line with the program and those raised expectations.
Yeah, beginning of the year, last year, we're getting to know each other, all getting to know each other. We gone through our humps, but I think now with the hard work we put in every single day and how we love each other, it's all one team, it's one family. I expect great things this year, and I think we're going to be better than everyone imagines.
And it's a very tough district, everybody knows that, and I've had a chance already to talk to some of those programs, and they said the same thing. They said, keep an eye on Cypress Bay, and you guys are just another one, and it's just going to be like a cage match, it seems, this year. Kind of talk about, just the district alone is, not everybody has that challenge within their own district.
Yes, sir. If you see our schedule this year, Coach Bo put us with the top team, so it's going to be a good year. We're going to struggle, we're going to fight all these fights, and hopefully stay on top.
Coach, and again, it's one of the things that we've gotten to know over the years working with your program is that you have a great support staff with your coaching staff that you have with you. If you can, just share a little bit about those guys and how much they help you in what you're doing.
The coaching staff is great. They all bring something special to the table, and we have coaches that gear their skill set to certain parts of the game, which we can give each player an individualized practice plan and make sure that each player is developing at their own pace, because our coaching staff has that diversity in experience, technique, how they present the information, their availability. These coaches coach all day, whether with Cypress or after school and stuff like that. These guys go out and see them on one-on-one basis. So it, like Tyler said, it is a big family in and outside of our scheduled practice. So it's great to have a coaching staff like you do. I think I'm pretty blessed to have the guys that share the field with me.
Pitching. It seems like you guys are pretty loaded. What's that like for you guys on the staff to kind of know, one, we've got some arms. It kind of takes a little individual pressure off anybody, I got to assume.
Well, having each other on the staff is really important, and the atmosphere is different this year. We feel a lot closer than we were last year, After going through what we did last year, the events that occurred last year only make us more of a family this year, because we all went through the same events together. And if I have a bad day, I know Tyler will back me up. I know JV is there for me. So we all help each other out, and we know we're there for each other.
And even before the events of last season, you guys were already a pretty tight group. But having an opportunity to see you throughout the year, I saw that as well, and saw how much stronger that bond grew. What's it like for you guys now? How much does that actually help with the actual gameplay?
Everything just feels more natural. You're not thinking anymore. You're just feeling. You go out there and there's nothing to think about, because every game is like a battle. And if you go out there with your brothers, you feel it. The atmosphere is completely different this year. We're ready. We worked really hard in fall. We had morning workouts. We worked out as a team, and I think we have a bond that no other team has, and that's what I think differentiates us this year.
Another aspect that we could always chat about that's fun, because not every high school has that, where you guys have like a real clear-cut rival, and it's fun to have a rival in baseball. And again, I'm not looking for maybe bulletin board material, but talk about having Western and having a team that you really, that's a great aspect to have in your high school career.
Yeah, it's me being here for 4 years, my 4th year. Every year playing Western is just a ton of fun. I mean, there's nothing better like going on their field and playing the game we do, and after we come up on top, there's nothing better shaking hands with them and them pouting and all that nonsense.
And sometimes it's been you guys
great.
as well.
And not even just Western our rivals. Honestly, everyone in our district's a rival game, at least to me. Because I want to be there. I want to be throwing that last pitch when we're out on top, and I want to be the one with the district championship in my hand. And that's me. Western's our rival, but I think everyone else is our rival.
I think that's the key for our district, is that you can't take a district game as, oh, this one it's okay. No, every game, no matter who it is, we have to win, because in our district, if you get seeded first, you give yourself a better opportunity. If you get seeded second, you're still battling somebody that is really talented in that first round of playoffs, so it doesn't guarantee you anything. And you have to go out there and battle every year, every game. And I think that's why our schedule, that's why we schedule the season this way, is so that every game we're kind of the underdogs. As talented as we are, we're facing teams that are also with well-known programs. And we have to battle every game this year that way, so that when playoffs come and we get ourselves in that opportunity, we're already mentally and physically ready to take on that task.
Coach, how are you getting your team prepared mentally for the season? Because it seems like everybody has a really positive, can-do, confident attitude. What are you doing in the off season to kind of help get that culture?
We do a lot of mental preparation. We talk baseball. We talk about scenarios, situations. We talk about struggles and things that have not gone our way. How do we cope from it? How do we shake ourselves off, get back up, and get back on the bike and keep riding? We played a lot of games during the fall. We won some. We won a lot. But we did lose a few key games, all because of bad things, which I'm happy that they happened, because we wouldn't have learned from those experiences if they didn't happen. So putting ourselves in that situation, I think that's why the tough games at the beginning of the season are so important, is that we may win them all, we may not win them all, and that's going to prepare us mentally to overcome when the season gets to that point where, hey, it's do or die. We got to win to keep alive in the season. And I think that these boys have gone through a lot of experiences where they mentally are prepared to handle that adversity and the struggles.
It just seems like you're instilling that confidence yourself as well, because to hear starting pitcher basically say, "Get on my back, boys. I'm gonna take you where we're going." Some of that's got to come from the coaching staff. Usually, you don't hear players with that type of.
I talk about. I mean, my personal background. My dad was a Major League Baseball player. I lost my dad when I was 9. So I was brought up with leave everything in the tank, because nothing is guaranteed the next day. And this is one thing that I promote with my players, is that leave it out there. This may be your last day you play baseball, because you never know. You might elbow pop, knee pops, whatever the case happens. Leave it all out there, where you don't live the rest of your life with, oh, I could have done a little bit more, or I could have thrown a little bit more. Leave it all out there. Leave the tank empty. And I think that for them having an opportunity to get to know me from last season to now, they have seen that every single day. There has not been a day where the tank has not been left empty. And they've bought in, and now they see their hard work is starting to show the fruits of their labor, and they're starting to see, wow, it does work, both inside the classroom and outside the classroom. I'm very excited about our program. They're becoming leaders in our communities, and that's all we can expect from student athletes.
And just like I said, leaving the tank empty. If I'm not mistaken, you guys had a walk-off win in the districts last year. I mean, you really, and even when the playoff loss was another tight game, if I remember correctly. Talking about the guys really responding in those moments that way.
I mean, there's a reason that it happened. I mean, there's a reason why we got to that first round of playoffs last year, and we were down 2-0, and then they kept fighting back. Even knowing me for a little bit of time, they know the kind of character that. Or the expectation that I have for them, and to always go out there. The game's not over until the ump says, hey, it's over. And we still had a couple innings left, and We battled it back to a 2-1 deficit. Then we ended up tying, and then we ended up with a walk-off squeeze, winning that game. The next 2 games didn't go our way, but we played top teams. I mean, and that's going to happen.
Yeah, you went down playing good baseball at the same time.
I mean, yeah, we were playing good baseball. It's just a matter of the best team won those days after that first round, and it's part of the game. And I think these guys understand that as long as we leave it all out there and leave nothing to the what if scenario, we can live with our heads high and say, hey, that's all we had that day, and go forward. And I think these guys are hungry and ready to go and take on the season, and we can't wait to get started tomorrow.
Excellent. Well, we won't take any more of your time then, guys.
No?
I'm
Awesome.
with you. Go and get after it.
Awesome.
We're
Thank you
excited
so
as
much.
always. Best of luck this year, fellas.
Thank you. Always a pleasure. Thank you again. Take care.
Good to see you again.